Hello one and all, welcome back to yet another video. Yes, I'm in Belfast yet again. If you just saw at the beginning of the video, it was just in Subway. So if I see if I can just through that bit there where my thumb's pointing, there's a Subway there. Let me just cross the road here. I'll not switch the camera around because you can all do that yourself. Don't need to turn this into a teaching channel. So as I said, it was just back at Subway there. So it was roughly where Cafe Nero is. Back at that area where I was pointing, there used to be a tribal burger, and now you have to go to Botanic for that. So definitely one of my favorite burger spots. Maybe I'll do a video of that sometime, but would have to be in Botanic, which is a bummer. So on Calendar Street back there, that's where I had Subway. So by the looks of things, in front of City Hall, it looks like they're doing some work on it, apparently. And right here, guys, every November to December, they do a Christmas market. So definitely would love to do a video on that. Hopefully I can try to do it on a much more easier day, because you have no idea how busy it would be during the weekends. It is insane. But there you've got wee pigeon there. For pub reference, guys, I am out with my fam. Me and my parents are going to go to a pub which is called the Dark Horse. It's literally on the same street as Duke of York, if you've seen in one of my previous Belfast videos. My brother's going to do his own thing while me and my parents are going to go to that place itself. So interesting fact about that bar, guys, is there is a Game of Thrones door. So I'm going to pop a wee clip right here, and I'll maybe show you the wee item maybe a little later in the video. So this is not a sponsor of anything, even though it kind of feels like it, but really I want to show you guys this Game of Thrones Journey of Doors passport. Only have held in Northern Ireland. So this gives you a bit of information right here. So feel free to pause this bit if you like to read some of those bits. And right here it tells you all the information about each pub that has each of the Game of Thrones doors. And so you've got all this bit of information, and it tells you it's nearby filming locations. And then right here you have a full map of all of them. So if you look right here, I've done number 2, 3, and 10. And so if I keep going, you still get more of the doors right here, and that way this will show you exactly every door that's on here. So if you're very interested, you can go into discovernorthernIreland.com/Game of Thrones, or you can go to your local pub that's nearby, of any of these 10 pubs that are nearby Northern Ireland, and that is the Game of Thrones Journey of Doors passport book. Back to the video. Look at all those pigeons flying by. So this bit here is quite busy. For pub reference, down that way you have, like, obviously the Crown, which is the most well-known bar in Belfast. But then you have other ones like Robinson's, and then Brennan's Bar, I think. But there's another part of the City Hall. Then up this way You got some more foodie relatable places coming up. You can just check where my finger is. There's some kegs. And then whenever I'm in England sometimes, I sometimes would have gone to Pret a Manager. Well, there's now one in Belfast, so maybe check that out sometime. Maybe not today, but just let all these people by. There's another part of the city hall. Check all these buses out. This is a very busy spot indeed. Remember one time I was in Barcelona, went on one of those, I think that was the only time I ever went on those hop-on buses. Whatever you call them. Got a Centra there, got another Irish shop there, there's a main bit late further on, and there's a Starbucks there. Then as I showed you, Pret a Manager, then you have another Cafe Nero, and there's a Greg's. So just on the Fountain Lane street here, don't know about you guys, but I quite like this spot. You've got a good choice of food areas, like back there you have Tim Hortons, even though I would just go in there for the donuts. You got Bob and Bert's over there. Got the proper Northern Irish gift shop there, because what you saw earlier was the smaller one. Then Goodies, whatever that is, I've never been in there, but it looks pretty good. Then you have Waterstones, which is a pretty solid spot. Just had looked in Waterstones, it's a good spot there. Then there's another Subway, not the exact Subway I was in, but then you got another Cafe Nero there. You see quite a lot of those things here. Then we've got Boots over there. Right there you have British Heart Foundation shop. Is a charity shop. It's not a bad charity shop. Over here you have Fountain Lane, not a bad spot. I've been there once, but should probably go back in there sometime. Yeah, I'm gonna do my damnedest here because there's a lot of copyright music. And over here you've got Voodoo, which I'm still yet to go to, but probably should sometime. Alright guys, just got my Guinness hat on. My ears are freezing right now. But just walking past a few places, there's Gordon's Chemist over there. And then you've got Pound Stretch over there. Then you've got Hercules Bar up there. Gonna try and get a proper view without anybody getting to it. There you go, that's the best I'll do. Got 2-0 Guinness on the token back there. And there's a 0 Guinness sign over there. Got a good looking shop in there with cars, if that's something you're interested in. Check out all those duckies. Got a nice wee comic shop there. So that is Smithfield Market. If you're interested in markets, definitely give that a try. And if you're in the area of Belfast, even if you're someone like me who's just in there for a look about not necessarily buying anything, it's definitely worth checking out. There you've got the sign. And Castle Court. There's another Starbucks there. So I know it's 15 minutes, a bit early to meet up with my mum and dad outside the dark horse along the Duke of York street area. But I might as well just head on anyway and maybe just see if I can grab some clips from there. Gotta love the murals. Anyways, just heading along to this bit. So there is Duke of York right there. Lots of people love to have their photographs taken, and that's cool. Then over here you got the dark horse, which I'm gonna try and get into. If you guys remember, I was trying to get into Heart Bar in the other video, but it turns out it wasn't open, but maybe next time. Just saw my dad by, but I'm just gonna wait on my parents for a bit. But if you can tell, guys, there's a lot of tourists that come here. It's insane. Maybe not quite. By the way, Stumpy, I've overshot. I'm gonna give one of these Southern Irish tater a try. Okay, these may be even better than the Northern Irish ones. Here's the Northern Irish one. Yeah, there's definitely a different taste.
Yeah, thinner.
Unbelievable. So this is one of the few pubs when you come into Northern Ireland, you get one of these for that reason of the Game of Thrones door. There you go. So check out all these murals. You get quite a few familiar people. And they're definitely a great experience to go outside. And then you've got the gate over there, and that's the back door where I just got out of. There where it says Old Bushmills Whiskey. Then you got a Guinness sign there. Then through there looks to be a whiskey place, which I believe is called The Friend at Hand. Wow. Then on these horses here, you got some of the most hated people on earth. Then you've got a few celebrities on here, so like you have Gary Lightbody there, and then Liam Neeson. Then at this far end, George Best. So yeah guys, this is a great spot, dark horse inside and outside. If you couldn't tell, I had a wee pint of Guinness. It was really nice, and I got to try both the Northern Irish and the Southern Irish tater crisps, both cheese and onion. The Southern ones are maybe even better. If you ever come here, definitely try out some Southern Irish ones because they are pretty good. I remember having them a long time ago. It was good to have them again. Would love to see more places do them because I think they are the definitive way to have tater crisps. But I'm gonna end the video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully I've captured the Game of Thrones door well. I'll show a picture right here. Hope you enjoyed my content. My video, if you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, notify that bell before you leave to keep the guys up to date as best as you can. All social media links are in the description below. If you're a returner, welcome back, and hope you enjoyed my content so far. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace, Solange.